This video is brought to you by Hit Point Press and their Big Bad Booklet series. Hello and welcome back to the Gallant Goblin. Today we have a preview box of the next set of terrain from Dungeons & Lasers. Their new set is called Woodhaven, and they're introducing just a ton of different room designs for you to choose from castles to cottages to mansions, stone towers, city streets, cursed cathedrals, among many others. The one we're going to look at today, though, is the town sewers with what looks like a really cool water effect. Woodhaven is up on Kickstarter now if you want to go take a look. Thanks to the team at Dungeons & Lasers and Archon Studios for sending us this preview set to share with you. Dungeons & Lasers generally lands on the less expensive end of dungeon terrain. It's unpainted and connects together with clips. So let's see how this new set looks and see how it works with our older Dungeons & Lasers sets and some of our other terrain. First off, I want to give the caveat that this is a Kickstarter preview of what you can expect to see, to give you an idea of it. The Kickstarter box I received here of the town sewers is different than the one you'll receive if you choose this package on the Kickstarter. Here's what was in my box. I got 6 long walls, 7 short walls, and 3 doorways. There are several types of floors. We have different configurations of 2x2 tiles with walkways and with water. There are 9 2x2 water tiles in all, with 3 having 3 walkway squares, 3 having 2 walkway squares, and 3 having 1 walkway square. We also have 6 longer 4x2 inch sections with a walkway on one side and water on the other. There were a total of 31 wall and floor pieces, not to mention 9 half water, half clips, and 15 full water clips, plus a mess of regular full and half clips. Now, here's what they settled on for the Kickstarter. It's considerably more. 12 short walls, 8 long walls, 4 doorways, 4 of each of the 2x2 water tiles instead of 3, 8 of the long sidewalk water tiles, plus 2 types of tiles that aren't in my preview box at all, 4 2x4 inch pure water tiles and 4 2x2 inch pure water tiles, plus the clips. And you can choose which color you want the clear plastic in. Now the pieces do arrive on sprues looking like this. You're gonna need a good pair of clippers to get them off cleanly from the sprues, especially the water tiles as they're made of a harder plastic. Now Dungeons & Lasers was still tinkering with the exact composition of the clear plastic, so your mileage may vary, but I recommend wearing glasses when you clip them out because the clear plastic bits can go flying a bit when you're clipping. You can connect the tiles together using the little clips like this. They fit together pretty easily, but you'll need to make sure to remove any excess sprue bits from the clip. Now, if you want to move a full room, I recommend sliding a piece of cardboard or something underneath, as it doesn't always travel super well under its own weight, especially larger rooms. If you're just sliding it across the table, it should be more or less fine though. Let's take a bit of a closer look at one of these tiles. If you look closely, you can see that there's a definite height difference between the walkway and the water on the tiles. You can see on the sides where I removed the tiles from the sprue and may need to clean it up a little bit, but when the tiles are down on the table, you shouldn't be able to really see the sides like that unless you lay your head down on the table, so I'm not really going to worry about it. And here are a few different configurations for the sewers using most of the pieces I received in the set. I didn't clip it all together because I was trying to get this video out for you as soon as I could because the Kickstarter is already live. You should be able to put together some fun twists and turns in your sewers, especially since you'll have more pieces than I do here. You can also make your sewers wider with the all-water squares. You could also use this set to build a walkway over a pond or similar, get creative with it. And here you can see the sewer pieces next to some of the older Dungeons & Lasers sets. As you can see, they're entirely compatible. I also threw in a few of the painted walls and floors that I completed for our last Dungeons & Lasers video, which you can watch by clicking that little eye in the corner of your screen. The walkway on the water tiles is raised up higher than the standard Dungeons & Lasers floor, just something to note. Now, here you can see the set next to some of the other dungeon terrain that I have, Dwarven Forge and the Warlock tiles from WizKids. It's all to the same scale, scale, so feel free to mix and match until you get what you need for your encounters. The water effects on the tiles are pretty cool. I'm curious to see how folks will paint them up, but I think you can leave the water tiles unpainted if you like. They look fine in the color they're cast in. Of course, it doesn't take much time to paint up the walls if you like, but I think it all looks pretty fine in the unpainted gray if you don't want to take the time to paint them all right away. They got an amazing artist to paint up the tiles on their Kickstarter page, so go check that out to get some inspiration. Now, the folks at Dungeons & Lasers included a letter to me saying that they wanted me to make sure I told you that this is a prototype of the Town Sewer set. The final version will have much more durable clear plastic elements. It'll feature clips without the built-in pins, which was a mistake, and it will have much smoother clips. So keep that all in mind. If you dig the Dungeons & Lasers style, go check out their Kickstarter, which will most likely be the most affordable time to pick up the terrain. The Sewers is considered a core set. They also have smaller rooms like the Royal Castle, the Wooden Cottage, the Tudor Mansion, the Stone Tower, City Streets, and now they even have a roof set, which I'm really curious about. I am slightly disappointed that this set focuses exclusively on the dungeons and not so much the lasers, but I guess they know what's popular these days. They also have a ton of new townsfolk minis available, including some really nice mounted and unmounted guards, plus their range of dragons like Durkar, who we reviewed last year. You can see that review by clicking the eye in the corner of your screen now. They also have a world of add-ons, so be sure to scroll all the way to the bottom of the Kickstarter page. We'll have links to it all in the video description down below. Pricing largely depends on which package you choose. As an example, you can pick up the Village Pledge, which is 85 euros or about $102 right now. With that, you can get a core set and 3 rooms of your choice, or you can forego the core set and get 5 rooms in total. You can also get the Townsfolk starter set of 60 plus minis or another room. And you get the stretch goal set, and you get a paperback and PDF version of the little 5e campaign that they're writing, all for that one pledge. As always with Kickstarters, be sure to read through everything and make sure you feel comfortable with it. Kickstarter isn't a store, and you won't get things right away. Looks like they're expecting to deliver everything around August of 2022. Dungeons & Lasers is part of Archon Studios, and they have 10 completed Kickstarters under their belt, so I feel comfortable recommending them to you, or I wouldn't even be making this video, but you go judge for yourself. Let me know what you think of the set in the comment section down below, and let me know which rooms you have your eye on. There are some interesting ones. I kind of dig that cathedral, and it kind of looks fun to paint too. The Kickstarter, though, ends in a fewer now than 2 weeks, so if you are interested, go check it out right away. Many thanks to our sponsor for this video, Hit Point Press, and their Big Bad Booklet series, a monthly zine about boss monsters for 5th edition. This month, come meet Exaxia, an arachnid thorn witch with a hypnotizing scent used to lure her prey. Can you escape Exaxia's 8-legged clutches, or will you find yourself in a thorny situation? Super creepy, isn't it? Man. Subscribe today at bigbads.com. And thank you for watching today. We're trying to get our Twitch presence up and running by doing some casual streaming of video games over there. We're hoping to build up our follower numbers so that we can justify doing more live content that we can then share with you on YouTube, hopefully. So if you want to help us out, go to twitch.tv/thegallantgoblin and hit that little heart button to follow us. That goes a long way in helping us. Of course, you can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can support us directly by going to Patreon at patreon.com/thegallantgoblin to get some awesome perks. And you can come hang out with us in our awesome Discord channel. For now, though, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.